There are some popular things that kill your productivity, like procrastinating, losing focus, not managing your tasks well, having a leaky workflow. But there are also some bigger, more fundamental, I would even go as far and say philosophical level barriers that get in the way of you being and feeling on top of your time. Today, I am going to show you 3 of those big time suckers you might want to pay close attention to in order to make space for sustainable productivity. Buckle up, let's go. Hi there, it's Tasso. In my obsession about finding ways to be more productive and efficient with my work and more intentional about my life, I discovered a few mistakes I was making that kept me from making bigger progress towards my goals. And those mistakes were not the usual suspects like procrastination, distraction, lack of discipline. These are more obvious areas to fix. People talk about those all the time. I'm talking here about more fundamental, almost existential mistakes. Well, when it comes to productivity and goal setting, at least. They are less obvious and rather hidden so that they escape our awareness. I want to share with you 3 of those mistakes today, which you most likely will be making yourself, hoping that you get inspired to address some or all of them. Without further ado, here they are. Mistake number 1, focusing on what you want now versus what you want most. If you think about it for a moment, failing to stick to our plans, our goals, our tasks, our promises that we make to ourselves, struggling with discipline and willpower, not being able to stick to healthy habits, it all boils down to this one thing. We focus on what we want now, instant gratification, compared to what we want most, true transformation in the long run. Yes, we want an amazing summer beach body in 3 months, but we also want the donut now. Yes, we want to write that book by the end of the year, but we also want to check quickly whether friends liked our post on Facebook or Instagram now. Yes, we want to start a side hustle so that we can escape the 9-to-5 corporate job sometime in the future, but we also want to watch a new episode of our favorite series on Netflix. Now, you see, there are many things that we truly want, no question. But then there are all these other things that will give us the dopamine kick right away. So we tend to choose what we want now over what we want most. The solution is simple, although not easy. Otherwise, we wouldn't be struggling with that, right? We need to find ways to remind ourselves of those things that we want most to help us make better decisions in the present moment when we feel we are getting weak for what's in front of us now. The simplest way you can do that is to write those goals down, but then also make sure that you are confronted with them all the time, that they're in your face. That's where most people go wrong. They fall prey to out of sight, out of mind. Whether your goals are stuck with magnets on the fridge, when they are written on a paper that maybe serves you as a bookmark in the current book you're reading, or whether you make it a ritual to read them in the morning and or evening, as long as they are in your face, as I said, constantly, the how is secondary. Mistake number 2, doing things just in case versus just in time. I'm happy to admit that I am the kind of person who, when he sees an interesting or promising article online remotely related to what I am doing, saves it to read it later. Just in case I might need it. I'm the kind of person who, when he sees an ad about how to scale his business, registers for the webinar and watches it, although my business is nowhere near scaling. But hey, you never know, I'll watch it just in case. You see, these are the things that are stealing my time. They rob me of my peace. They clutter my brain. I shouldn't be acting this way. What I should be doing instead is putting my focus on those things that I need right now, on that one thing that I'm working on right now, on that element that will help me improve whatever I'm doing right now, because it comes to me just in time, just about when I need it. I am sure that you have similar time suckers in your life. If you look a bit more closely, you will find this behavior in one area or the other. Watch out for this. It's really very toxic. Mistake number 3, learning for entertainment versus learning to improve your current work or project. Here's another time sucker. You probably know by now, following me and watching my videos, that I am an entrepreneur building my business as a trainer and coach around helping people becoming their next level self. So I have to learn a lot. I follow tons of people and watch tons of educational material. I actually convinced myself that watching all those YouTube videos was not a waste of time because Well, I was learning, but I just stepped into a learning trap, as I call it. I was learning for entertainment. It was sort of learning to escape the real work, if you know what I mean. It was not the learning that helps me improve my craft. It was not the stuff I needed to strengthen my current work or projects. Look, sure, if you watch a video about the universe and quantum physics, that's stuff that interests me. That's not cat videos. I still learn something, don't I? If I watch videos on health, exercise, nutrition, or read books on sleep and spirituality, I love those things. That's learning, isn't it? Yes, but it's not helping me right now. It's not sharpening my axe to do the work I need to do right now. It's not wrong to learn in general, but I should not use it as an excuse to escape the real work. So ask yourself the question sometimes, should I be doing this right now? Or am I avoiding work that will actually move me forward now? Those were the three. Be honest. You have been falling into these traps, haven't you? And that's okay. We all do that. All it takes is to become aware of that so that we can receive the power to change something about it. Coming to an end, here are a few things you can take away from this, guys. Sometimes the sabotaging we do to ourselves that stalls our progress can be very, very subtle. Sometimes we don't really see that we are operating with a mental switch on the side that is not helpful and not empowering. So 3 powerful ways to flip that switch are: number 1, repeatedly and consciously refocus on what you want most in order to not fall for what you want now. Number 2, don't waste time with things that you might need just in case. Instead, focus on those things that you do need right now, just in time. And number 3, finally, when you want to develop yourself, prioritize those things that will help you do your work now. Sure, you can learn a language or music instrument, but simply be mindful of the time you spent on that versus the time you spent on what you said you would do. I hope you enjoyed today's video, my friend. If you did, come back for more. I will keep posting videos to give you powerful insights and unique perspectives to help you see things from a different angle and empower you to change aspects of your life that you're not happy with right now. And that includes your job. By the way, have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, do it now. Otherwise, you might miss the weekly goodies, and we don't want that. No worries, it's not for my ego, it's for the YouTube algorithm, all right? So thanks a ton, my friend. Stay positive, and until the next time, all the best.